Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. So let me get into this topic here. LeBron fans. The most annoying fan base in all of sports is not, and it's not even close. It's simply not even close. No one is more annoying than these fans. But LeBron fans and his agent, who we now know, Rich Paul, really goes above and beyond to promote his agents. And we know it has now been cleared that Shams, Wendy, and all these guys lie on the behalf of LeBron. Dave McMenamin, they all do it. It's clear as day. And it's been no more apparent than right now in free agency with the amount of lies that these guys are spewing out of their mouths. To the point where former ESPN staff, FS1 staff, Rick Bucher had to call them out on their lies with just common sense evidence. It's amazing. But they've been able to pull the wool over a lot of NBA fans' face. Nick Wright is also included about how, LeBron is better than Kobe Bryant when he's not. And no point in time was LeBron better than Kobe, probably till after like 2011. That's when LeBron started really taking over as the best player in the NBA, according to me and according to a lot of people. But if you listen to people like Draymond Green, Nick Wright, Shannon Sharp, and all of these other people, LeBron has been the best player since he got in the NBA. LeBron's the best player since 2003, blah, 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 blah. When it was all a lie. No, he was not. And do you know who knows that it was a lie? LeBron James himself. LeBron used to go on TV and say, some interviews with Kobe Bryant, saying that Kobe's better than him. And in some interviews, he did it, I think back in like 2009, 2010, with 60 Minutes, where he said that Kobe Bryant was better than him all the way at 2009. This is when they were supposed to be facing in the finals. But if you leave it to these dweebs out here, they'll try to make it seem like it's something else. But before we show y'all the footage, because we're going to show y'all the footage, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks. It's a scorching sports summer, and you can make all your picks on PrizePicks. Women's basketball and baseball are heating up, and with big tennis slams and major golf tournaments on the horizon, you can make your picks for all these events and more all summer long on PrizePicks, America's #1 sports pick app. I think I'm going to get into soccer this summer with PrizePicks. They're offering everything from group stage winners to goals scored, and I'm excited to watch the big stars from countries like Argentina, Brazil, France, and the US and win money while doing it. What's cool is that I can stack game winners from soccer, NBA, women's basketball, and baseball on top of my player picks for even bigger payouts. And PrizePicks is available in all 50 states, including California, Texas, Georgia, and Florida. The entire summer of soccer is on PrizePicks, all 48 countries and every matchup. And if you rep your side during the tournament on PrizePicks, you could win a trip to the final in New York. It's the biggest tournament ever, which means there's even more opportunities to cash in while you root for your favorite national sides and global soccer stars. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. PrizePicks, a preferred partner of the NBA. Okay, so what we want to do now is want to play the video for you guys, watch both of them together, back to back, and then we'll come back and continue on the show. Take a look at that.
Who's the best player in the NBA?
Kobe Bryant.
Better than you?
I would have to say right now. He's a really, really good player. Individually, he has some of the best skills that the NBA has ever seen in history. And he's shown year after year after year why he continues to be one of the best players in our league. I'm getting better, though.
They're in Cleveland this past week. So let me ask both of you. Kobe, you start. Tell me how you see LeBron's game developing after just going up against him this week.
I mean, he's an incredible player. I think, his size and, his mesh with his quickness and his leaping ability, his passing ability, his shooting ability. I think he's just he's a tremendous all-around player.
LeBron, how's Kobe doing these days?
Well, like I've been quoted in the past, and I will continue to be quoted, I think he's the best player in our league right now. What he's able to do offensively and defensively is unbelievable. And I look up to a guy like Kobe Bryant just because of what he's able to do every night he goes out on the basketball court. So once again, I'm quoting again saying that Kobe Bryant is the best player in our league.
So you saw it there. Which now leads me to my next question. And I got a video dropping a little bit later today on Twitter. And I've been posting a lot. By the way, if you guys are not following me on Twitter, my handle is JRTABANSI. JRTABANSI. You LeBron fans think y'all come to my Twitter page to get at me, I'm going to flame you. Just letting you know right now. But there's a video we posting a little bit later addressing this. But I got to ask the question. When did LeBron pass Kobe Bryant? What year? What's the year? What year? Because LeBron admits it himself that even in 2009, Kobe was a better player. So when did he pass him in the all-time rankings? In 2009, LeBron had 0 NBA championships to his name. 0. In 2010, he had 0 championships. In 2011, he had 0 championships. So at that point, it's safe to say LeBron was behind everybody. He was definitely not a top 20 player. Because why would you rank him ahead of other guys that accomplished way more, the Hakeems and all? Why would you do that? But then miraculously, from 2012 to 2011 to 16, he now passed Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Hakeem Olajuwon, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant, Shaq, Kareem to go next to Michael Jordan. It's even bullshit when you say it out loud. But do you know what they'll use? Arguments like Gilbert Arenas uses, MVPs. But Gil, you know Kareem has more MVPs than LeBron, right? You do know that, right? You do know Magic Johnson has multiple MVPs, right? Well, you do know that, right? So what they did was, because Gil is associated with Clutch Sports, and he knows it, is they look for the thing that Kobe didn't have and use that against him. That's what they did. So they looked for MVPs. But the problem with people like Gilbert Arenas and others is that Gil is an extremely disingenuous person. And he knows it. Gil himself said on video in his house that he spoke to NBA reporters and said, why didn't Kobe win more MVPs? And they said it was because of Colorado. This is Gilbert Arenas. This is not my words. Those are his words. So he knows the exact reason Kobe didn't have MVPs. But then still uses that against him. But then called NBA voters stupid people. Are you guys aware that Steve Nash won 2 MVPs in the same era that Shaq and Kobe played? Steve Nash won 2 MVPs in the same era that Shaq and Kobe played. Was Steve Nash better than LeBron James at that point? If you ask a LeBron fan, of course not. But using their logic, that's what they'll tell you. But the question is this, however. Why didn't LeBron use your logic? When LeBron was questioned in 2009, and at that time Kobe had won, I think, 1 MVP, why did he say that Kobe Bryant is better than him? Why didn't he say he's better than Kobe? Why didn't LeBron point to MVPs? Y'all are playing a game with yourselves. Y'all are trying to rewrite history with yourselves. You're not rewriting it with people like myself. Essentially, what you guys think sports media is that we all agree with you when it's just one echo chamber. It's LeBron fans talking to other LeBron fans and is echoing back to them. So they feel their opinions are actually sticking when in reality it's not. Do you know how I know this? Because in 2020, when the Last Dance docuseries came out and they did a poll on who's the better player, Michael Jordan won it by an overwhelming margin. Shannon Sharpe had been on TV. Nick Wright had been on TV. All of these other twerking ass journalists, and it's not working. It's not working. The very argument that they use against Kobe is the very one you can use against them. Gilbert Arenas brings up the fact that LeBron has a winning record against Kobe Bryant, 16-6. He doesn't mention the fact that all of that occurred when LeBron was on a super team. Gil is using that as a way to say, oh, he's better than Kobe. But Gil, if LeBron is better than Kobe Bryant in their head-to-head matchups with the teams they played, how come LeBron couldn't beat the teams that Kobe Bryant did to win those championships? thought he's better than Kobe. Why didn't those MVPs come through? You're using MVP as something, so why did the MVPs not help him against Orlando? I thought he had MVPs. Okay, he didn't have enough help, right? Okay, but he went to Miami to play. He had all the help in the world. Why was he like the 5th best player on the floor with his MVPs? How can you then make an argument about the GOAT debate and overlook Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who has more MVPs than everybody? I don't hear you mention him. The fact is, you guys are just moving the goalpost to fit whatever narrative you guys want propagated. But the problem is, they're older fans out here that know the truth. And we're not going to let you get away with it. And I want to say this. You don't get to be 40 years old calling somebody an old head. Gil, you a old head too, bro. You're not 25. You over 40. You don't get to call other people old heads. And it has nothing to do with being an old head about if you think somebody's great. Shannon Sharpe is older than everybody. He think LeBron to go. So what it got to do with old head? What it got to do with old head? LeBron himself said Kobe was better than him. But if you listen to Draymond and all, they'll tell you it's all bull. And that's what Michael Jordan said. Michael Jordan said what I have been saying for years. This GOAT debate is not a real thing. It's done for marketing. Michael Jordan said, I never met Michael Jordan, never spoken to him. I don't know anybody affiliated with him. But he said out of his own mouth what I've been saying for years. It's all for marketing. And you can pull up videos with Gilbert Arenas saying Kobe's better than LeBron after Kobe retired. What happened to the MVP discussion then, Gil? So your whole argument for why LeBron is better than Kobe is because of MVPs and the head-to-head matchups? So, Gil, let me ask you a question then. Stephen Curry has a better record against LeBron James in head-to-head matchups. Kawhi Leonard has a winning record against LeBron James. You ranking any of those guys ahead of him? No, because you got to factor in other things. So why are you only making the whole argument off of, oh, well, he has more MVPs? You're an NBA player, certainly, but I am a smart dude. Outside of basketball, I have logic in my brain. And logically, you can't win this argument. None of y'all can win it. Now with me, I don't have to be an NBA player. I have logic. Because the same information you guys are scrutinizing is the same one I am. The same numbers you're looking at is the same numbers I'm looking at. The same basketball you're looking at is the same one we're all looking at. The same accolades you're looking at is the same one I'm looking at. And if you put the pieces together, you can quickly deconstruct this argument. Quickly. So, explain to me. Gil, are you going to mention the fact that they didn't even want LeBron on the Team USA team? Are you also going to mention the fact that this is your best player in the world? The Miami Heat wanted to trade him after that collapse for Dwight Howard? You ain't going to mention none of that, are you? Guess that doesn't make it into the books. You're going to mention that they didn't even want LeBron on the Redeem team? With those MVPs? You going to bring that up at any... nothing? That Jerry Colangelo and them got Jason Kidd to essentially be his chaperone? Nothing? You ain't got nothing for us? Oh, okay. All right. I thought you were out here trying to educate though. You have nothing. Y'all ain't nothing to say about that, right? You're going to mention that LeBron has never won a championship without being a member on the super team? Nothing. You're talking about LeBron took a team to the finals. They lost. This is the problem. You guys count losing as winning. Why is nobody giving Victor Wembanyama sucking him off like that the way you guys suck off LeBron James? Victor Wembanyama went to the finals and they lost. Right? They didn't even make the play-in last year. Do you hear anybody holding up to his, like, well, he made it? No! But y'all want to make that a badge of honor. What's more impressive? Taking the Cavs out that bum-ass East? Or Kobe Bryant going to go face Paul Pierce and them cats in the NBA Finals? Went up against 3 top 75 players without another one in sight on his team. Nothing? Oh. Okay. And finally, Gil, who I like, but you do a little bit too much trolling. the fans what Kobe said about you when he met you in the offseason after he'd retired. You said it on your show. Kobe told Gilbert Arenas when they met in person, when are you going to stop acting like a damn clown on the internet and start coaching? That's what Kobe Bryant told Gilbert Arenas. When are you going to stop acting like a damn clown on the internet and start coaching? That's what he said to him in person. This is clown. All of this is clown. My thoughts.